Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, in my last video when I was building the Node 202, I said that I was going to upgrade these parts inside whenever the Core i7 that I had gotten came in, and well, it just so happened to arrive today. So this is the i7 6700K unlock SKU from Intel. I actually won this in the Intel Game On Challenge, so it didn't cost me anything, which was pretty nice. And it doesn't come with a CPU cooler, so I'm just going to be using the stock Intel heatsink until I can get my hands on maybe a Noctua, what is it, NH9IL or something like that, or maybe a different Scythe. I can't even remember what the name of it was. But it's one of those coolers that will fit inside this case. But I already went ahead and I took out all the stuff that I needed to take out from this case, such as the motherboard and the graphics card, since we're going to have to unscrew these, lift it up, and put the motherboard in and attach it to the PCI Express riser card. So without further ado, I guess we'll start building in this. And also one more thing, I was going to put the Vengeance LEDs, the 16 gig kit, inside of this system, but I decided just to leave these and put them inside my other system, which is over there, since that one has a window, and I actually came to like these a lot. So I'm going to took these out of my system. These are just a normal Vengeance LPX low profile RAM, and I was going to put these in there, so in case I won't have any issues with any cooler compatibility with height. So I guess let's start building. Alright, just a little update before we get started. So the motherboard is an H110i Pro AC from MSI. Got this off Amazon. It was relatively affordable, and I think it was maybe $60 to $80. I can't remember. But I did read some reviews that this motherboard will sometimes arrive dead on arrival, so I'm hoping that this one's not dead. If not, I'm going to have to wait and get a replacement from Amazon, since Amazon will replace it. So that's just a little update from that. And let's get building. Alright, got everything plugged in, CPU cooler on, RAM's inside, CPU, power, ATX power, USB 3.0 cable, power for the graphics card. If my headers are lined up right, this should turn on, so let's find out. Ah, there we go, it works. I had to find in the manual the correct header positions for these, for the front panel stuff. HDMI 1. So let me take this out here so you can see. CPU or memory has changed. Ah, okay, so we do get a little screen. I gotta plug up a keyboard to it now and well, set it up. But essentially, we got the 6700K in there with 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Now, the thing that was confusing, well, that wasn't confusing to me, but what's weird is that you see the hard drive right here. You see the SATA power. You got the wires coming out this way, and if you have a hard drive over here on this side, it's you're gonna have to do like a weird loop to get it in there, and it's gonna be just squished up, and it's gonna cause all kinds of problems. But so far that seems to be. I only have one in here for now. I plan on putting in M.2 SSD on this board since it does have an M.2 slot behind it. But yeah, everything else seems to be working fine. But let me go ahead and connect the keyboard up to this and see what's up. So this is a Cinebench R15 little test that I'm gonna do, and we have our CPU temperature monitoring right here. So we're gonna see how hot this system gets on that Intel stock cooler, just to give you an idea of what the 6700K, which is not overclocked by the way in this system, reaches. So we're already at 78, now at 80, 81. I'm assuming it's going to keep climbing, probably into the 90s. So let's see, 84, 86, 87, 89. Yep, there goes 91. Now I don't know if you can hear, but the stock cooler just started ramping up. So it's getting pretty toasty. 94. And it's done. Let's see, the highest it got was, I think it was 95 that I saw. Yeah, 94, 95. We'll leave it at that. So that's how hot it got on the Cinebench R15 test. Now let us open up a little demo here for a game. It's not really a game, it's just a tech demo from a company, I think CG Cloud Pro or something like that. It's their loft in London that uses the Unreal Engine 4. You can download this at their website. Your PC needs download and install this feature. I'll edit through this. Alright, so here we got the Loft in London demo by CG Cloud, and we're gonna go ahead and come in and start, and we're gonna see just what our CPU temperatures get to, because that's what we're looking for, because this is imitating a game basically. So if you haven't seen this demo, I recommend you check it out. It's actually pretty cool. It's using Unreal Engine 4 and basically photorealistic, which looks really, really nice. So right now my GTX 970 is overclocked to 1465 megahertz. And you can see the settings right there. I'm using max power limit, core clock of 200 plus, and a memory clock of 400 plus. CPU's idling around 64, 66. You see it down there, it's jumping up and down. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what you're going to get with normal game temperatures with games if you're playing. Some may be more CPU intensive than others, such as, let's see, City Skylines is one of them that is more CPU bound rather than GPU bound, so the temperature might go up. Unfortunately, I do not have that game installed on this machine, and if you want to see that, I can give you an update in the following on a follow-up. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll let y'all know, or whatever, you know, however you want to do it. But yeah, I'm going to assume anywhere from 55 to 68 degrees Celsius the CPU will run. Now the GPU is at 83 degrees right now, and that is because I don't have a custom fan curve set on it. So let me go in here and do that right quick, because that's what I have on my other system. Enable. So we're going to do, what is this? We'll do 100% to 80. Move this down. So we'll just do that. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. You can hear the GPU is ramped up. So let's see how cool we can get this GPU to run, because in this case it is very restrictive. And I do have a fan mounted right underneath the GPU to keep it cool. Now we're bringing it back down. It's going down below 80 already. But yeah, the CPU is staying at a consistent temperature that we were seeing earlier. The 970's core clock is remaining the same. The temperature's coming down. So yeah, that should complete it for this part right here. There you have the temperature in which you can expect when you are gaming for the processor and also for the GPU if you do set a custom fan curve, if you don't mind the noise, which I really don't mind the noise at all since I'm playing with headphones anyways. And when I'm using my mic, usually the people on the other end cannot hear that, the fans or anything. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you liked it and subscribe for more content. And that's going to wrap up this video. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments section below.